Oh. Okay. Well, right. Oh. Quickly. Guess it won't let me do it for some reason. So something to do with Twitter. Right. Tweet, yeah. There we go. Let's do that. So the plan is today on this game is to essentially try to do every single map with the summoner. So far I haven't completed a single map with the summoner because he is amazing at mob clearing and just screen clearing in general, but he's not too hot when it comes to bosses. Increase the duration of attacks and abilities. Okay. Is there anything we really don't need? I mean, to be honest, what we have there, I mean, don't get me wrong, that would be nice, the duration. I mean, we could take some defense away. One defense would give us 2. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Take 1 defense to give us 2 duration. Okay, so we're going to try Haunted Cavern. So the idea is that I'm going to try and clear all 3 maps if I can with the summoner, because I've not been able to do that yet. Oh no, which is better? We'll take the Radiant Aura for now, because the issue that I have is pretty much always the last boss. It's hard to kill. My honest concern though isn't this boss. I think as long as I can keep my movement, as long as I continue moving and I build enough movement speed, theoretically I should be able to deal with this boss. The issue that I think I'm honestly going to run into isn't this boss. I think it's going to be the second boss in the second map, because in the second map, the issue that I'm going to run into is that you have to kill him within a specific time frame, because within that time frame what ends up happening is he spawns mines. So if we can't kill him within that time frame, a lot of the problems that we're going to run into is that we're just going to run out of what's it called, 15% duration for summons. We'll take that instead of 30% damage for now. I don't feel like we need the 30% right now. We're going to run out of space with the mines, so I thought, oh, it could be interesting. Because the one class that I've genuinely struggled with at the very end was the Summoner, because his boss damage is bad, so he just doesn't do a lot of boss damage. It takes a long time to wear stuff down in comparison to other classes like the Wizard or the Shield Maiden. So I thought it could just be interesting for us to see if we can actually clear it. I just thought it'd be interesting, something a little different, because Diablo's coming out tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to be completely honest with you, I'm not worried so much about rushing into it, because being completely real, I've seen what those patch notes look like, and for anyone who hasn't, well, I suggest I'd read it to you, but they're very long. The kind of TLDR is that basically power leveling, the way that people were doing it, is near dead, and there is now a level requirement to go into each world tier. Although it doesn't seem too bad, I believe it's like level 40 to get to like world tier 3, and then it's either like 60 or 70 to get to world tier 4. It's something like that. It's not bad. It's not really bad. To be honest, one of the worst things that they've done is that they've nerfed all of the offensive stats across the board for all of the, well, they've nerfed all of the offensive aspects that were being boosted by main hand weapons, and took them down from 50% to 25%. And they've also taken what's it called away. I'm going to take base health this time. because I want the health back. And then what they've done is they've also taken away, I think it's 14% crit damage and 40% vulnerable damage. Yeah, and they've made it so that you do 30% reduced damage CC'd enemies as well. So basically what they've done is they've gone ahead and nerfed everyone's damage significantly. The issue that I see from this, though, the implication that I see coming from this is not to do, like, because the problem is with that game right now, right, in its current state, is that there's almost every single class, right, has builds that are just significantly broken, like beyond broken, billions upon billions of damage. Every class has a version of it. The problem is that nerfing all this stuff may help with fixing some of those broken things, or it may not, since I'm not an expert in those builds, nor do I really know how they're built or anything like that. The issue I see is that for every regular player who was running normal builds, enjoying themselves, do you know what I mean? Like a casual player who's not taking advantage of all these broken exploits, they're going to lose like near 50% of their damage in specific scenarios when a mob is like CC plus the if they were using vulnerable damage builds, they're going to lose a lot of damage. And so the issue is the only way I see that panning out is that surely that means that people who were casually playing the game would be less inclined to do so. But I'm not going to lie to you, after reading those patch notes, I'm definitely less inclined to play Season 1 than I was before. I'm still going to do it because, in all honesty, there's not much else to do right now because we're still waiting for Starfield, we're still waiting for Lies of P, we're still waiting for the new Assassin's Creed. So we've got time to do the Diablo Season 1 and not have to worry about rushing through it, and I can really, you know, get some good content in. But the thing is that anyone with a brain would definitely argue the fact that it probably isn't so much fun at the moment, you know, with how they're setting that up. But we'll see. I'm honestly not too sure how this is all going to pan out. Apparently they're having a, as the devs called it, a campfire sit down. A bit weird. A campfire sit down near the end of the week to look at the patch notes and realize how much they fucked up. Because the thing that I don't understand with Diablo in general, and a lot of people are complaining, like, I'm going to be honest, there's more and more people complaining about that game than ever before, right? I'm just going to be honest, that's just what it is. That's what people are doing. Okay? But the thing that confuses me is that that's an ARPG. It's kind of, you know, a looter-like fucking dungeon fucking... It's kind of like a semi-dungeon crawler type game where you just go from dungeon to dungeon trying to find gear, and, you know, it's a little bit more advanced than just simple dungeon crawler. But at the same time, the concept behind Diablo is to kill the fuck out of a bunch of mobs, have fun, right? And then get a bunch of loot that's satisfying and rewarding in the short term, and you do it all again and get better gear, right? The thing that confuses me is this basic concept seems to have eluded them to where they make it so that the game is just less enjoyable. But what the whole point of these the RPGs in general, right, is that they're supposed to just be some bullshit games where you can just go on there and just grind to your heart's content or whatever time you've got, get gear in the short term, have fun, do it again. That's the whole point of that game. And for me, for some reason, what I can't work out is that they seem to want to not do that. They don't want to allow you to have fun. That's what it feels like a lot of the time when they, with some of the changes they make. It's like they want to make a game that people don't want to play. That's the thing that's confusing. It's like they're trying to put people off on purpose. And that to me is very, very weird. But what I need to do actually, I'm kind of struggling here with getting these guys in here because, well, I've got the summoning gloves on, which seems to be helping actually. I'd actually say our boss damage ain't too bad on these guys here. Do I want... Yeah, I'll take it. It's okay. It's okay. I do definitely need to... Okay, because we've got the summoner's gloves on at the moment. Okay, charges when you move. It leaves a trail of goo. Enemies that touch the goo slow down. Okay, but then we have the movement speed, so I'll take them, but I'm not putting them on. I don't want them. This is the thing that has eluded me since I first started playing that game. It feels like every change they make on that game, they want to force you to stop playing it. And that's weird to me. Because to me... And now I'm going to be honest. Everything that everyone talks about and all the changes we want made, sometimes they just don't work in reality, right? We're not game developers, so there's certain times where there's some of the things we want and some of the things that actually will benefit, that we think will benefit the game, are actually bad for it, because we can only think in the short term to understand how that works. And I think that's another thing to consider, that these devs do sometimes know better than the players. That's a reality. I don't think ignoring that is a good thing. My curiosity behind their changes is, like, for example, let me give you an example. They changed the Helltide mystery chest from 175 to 250. Why? For what benefit, though? Like, okay, the Helltide chest was, you know, okay, we go in the Helltide, we farm that, okay, but what's the problem with us being able to open the chest at 175? It was a little bit of a grind to get the gems anyway. You know, it wasn't anything crazy, but it was a little bit of a grind, especially when you consider the fact that you can open, technically, if the Helltide lets you, it's one mystery chest per zone. So if there's 3 split zones in a Helltide, you can get up to 3 mystery chests, and if the mystery chests re-roll, as in when the chests move, if the mystery chest moves in those zones, you can then go and get it again. I think I've had up to 4, or yeah, I think 4 mystery chests is my max that I've had. But apparently someone's had 6 in one Helltide. So here's the thing, right? My curiosity is why do that? Like, what I'm worried about is casual players now who are going to be returning to Season 1. And I would consider myself among those casual players, because the simple reality is, as someone like me who preaches that I don't want to do Uber Lilith and I don't want to do Nightmare 100 simply because they don't give me a reason to, I wouldn't consider myself a hardcore player in that aspect. I don't think a hardcore player in their mindset would turn around and go, I'm not going to do Uber Lilith because there's absolutely no reason. They would just do it because it's a challenge and they want to do it and they want to play. Like the guy I speak to on Xbox, I would say he is a hardcore Diablo player, and even though technically I know he's not because he plays a lot of other games, that dude has not stopped playing that game since it come out. He hasn't taken a break like I did once I got to level 100. He's just been playing it non-stop. He's done Uber Lilith, he's done the Nightmare 100, he's boosted other people through it as well. So I would say I would class him as a hardcore player, because even though he may not be in reality, he's not stopped playing that game. And the only reason he stopped right now is because on his MMO there's a new mod that just came out. That's the only reason why he's actually stopped right now temporarily, but that won't be for long. Because I think he said he's starting about a week into the new mod, because he hasn't stopped playing, hasn't stopped grinding. But my concern for that game right now is that any casual player, such as myself, who wasn't using broken builds, who wasn't doing billions upon billions of damage, right, is going to suffer because our damages has effectively been reduced by near 50% in most build cases. Which is, I'm not sure. I just, to be honest with you, all I want, because all I ever do is complain about that game, right? I think that's fair to say. I ain't going to deny it. That's fair to say. But all I honestly want is I want a game where casual players can have fun as well as hardcore players, right? They can have fun in a game and grind and just be satisfied with the time that they spend playing it. But all I ever see people do about that game is complain that there's issues with it and it's not fun and the grind is boring, and that's the thing that doesn't sit right with me, because Diablo 3, when I started playing it, now I have to be honest, I started playing Diablo 3 after they made all the changes, so I wasn't playing the game when it was really broken and when it didn't work properly and everyone was complaining like they are with Diablo 4. But I'm going to be completely honest with you, for the state where Blizzard is in right now, and this has nothing to do with Diablo, it's not going to be the same as Diablo 3. Because the thing you have to understand is that Blizzard right now wants to tank all of their games. What they want is short-term profits. This is outside of Diablo now. This isn't gaming related per se. I mean, it is in the sense that they make games, but it's more economic related, in the fact that basically because Microsoft has been approved by everyone now except for the UK, because the UK are stubborn assholes and they block everything, which is true. They just do. They just are like that. I apologise on their behalf, but they just are like that. The thing is, especially now that Xbox and Sony have actually signed a deal to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation, which I think is right, because I don't think that this Microsoft acquisition should force people to switch from PlayStation to Xbox, because both of those consoles within their own right have benefits. So for example, PlayStation's benefit is the fact that they're able to, that because they run on, keeping it simple, a Linux-based system, their games, their servers are more linear, they're also more lean, they don't have bloatware in them, so they run better. It means that the games you play, they run smoother. And I'm going to be honest, I've heard people tell me, oh, the PlayStation doesn't run smoother, it runs like shit and it's choppy, and I'm like, well, I don't know what PlayStations you guys have used, but the ones I've used, they run smoother than Xbox. I'm going to be honest, they do. But on the other hand, the issue that comes with that is the security on Sony is much worse than Microsoft, which is why they get hacked all the time. Because you can't have everything. If you have a server that's built for optimization in just what you want it to do, but doesn't have a bunch of bloatware surrounded within security and firmware protocols, then, and you just build your own security, then yeah, you're going to get hacked more. There's going to be more loopholes that you're going to miss, because hackers are extremely intelligent individuals who know how to exploit things people have never even fucking heard of, right? And so that happens. But back to Activision, the issue, that's why with Activision, the reason I say it's likely going to be different this time around is because Activision only want profits as fast as possible, because the directors and executives for that company will all be fired as soon as Microsoft gets their hands on that acquisition completed. And all of the documents, the relevant documentation has been exchanged for ownership. They're all getting fired immediately. They might even be fired before that. And the thing is they're trying to, and the way that their profits work and their bonuses work is based on their quarterly earnings. So obviously, obviously gaming is a little bit weirder, because you can't guarantee a consistent source of income, because with gaming it's more of like, I develop a game, I make a game, and it's taken this much time. Okay, it's not like, oh, I have a product and I'm licensing it out to my clientele and my user base, right? And that user base is bringing me in this much every quarter, and these are our projections for this quarter and then the next quarter and so forth. With gaming, I would presume it'd be slightly different, just because the development time, for depending on the size of the game and the genre and the franchising and all that of potential sequels for games changes, right? So. But I'm not in the know, complete in the know about how games are built and how long it takes and so forth. So I only know marginal amount, very, very top level stuff. And so the problem is my concern with Diablo is that because Blizzard's in this state right now, I should say it's Activision, it's not Blizzard. Like, I remember Blizzard back in the day, they were a powerhouse. They had an insane reputation before they were owned by Activision. Insane reputation before they were owned by Activision. Like, I'm not saying everything they did was perfect. It definitely was not. But the reality is it was much, much better than it is now. Every game that Blizzard does now, Blizzard shit is just, they're tanked, basically. Like, they are, every game they release, but people expect nothing. Because they already know how it goes. They know how it goes already. They just don't care. I think a lot of the problem comes in where I'm worried that they don't care about the state of the game, because they've made their money. Because I'm yet to be honest with you, to understand where they make their money through their marketplace. Because most games obviously would make money continuing through their marketplace, right? But Diablo doesn't have any features in it that would be any benefit to you owning cosmetics. Because first off, when you're in combat, one of the things I noticed is that the amount of CC blocks a lot of the view of your character and how your character looks in combat with new types of armor or new cosmetics, so forth, right? And another thing that I noticed is that with you being able to teleport now to Nightmare Dungeons, which is at least what people say is the most optimal way to farm, we'll just take anything, we're not going to use it, so is the optimal way to farm from 45 to 100 is Nightmare Dungeons, supposedly, with the new changes. Well, they're saying that, though. I believe that post was made before the changes to XP, because they've made all the enemies lower in level by you with most of the things that you do, so you don't gain extra XP, and they've nerfed the amount of XP you get from them now. So it's 1.5% for every level above you, right? but it only goes up by 10 levels. So if they're 10 levels above you, you'll get 15%. But they have to be 10 levels above you. Which, if you've not played a fuck ton of Diablo, if you're using a regular casual build that's not optimized in a specific way to do a lot of damage, 10 levels above you is not an easy feat to attain for classes that are weaker, that can't take a lot of damage as well. It's not an easy feat. So yeah, it is a bit of a concern. I just want to understand why all the changes they make, they try to reduce the amount of fun you can have and take things away from you. Like, people used to love the Helltide. Like, I remember the Helltide when I first played. It used to drop quite a lot of consistent legendaries. Now it doesn't really drop nowhere near as many. Admittedly, though, I am glad that they fixed the... What are we going for here? Let's go a quick chance for that. I am honestly glad that they fixed the uniques. I'm not going to lie, though, I was very, very upset, because I farmed so long in Helltide. Because when I went online, I checked this all out, everything, and it said you can get uniques from Helltide, which you were supposed to, except the problem is they just didn't tell anyone that, unfortunately for them, it was broken, and you couldn't get them because it was bugged. So I wasted a lot of time in Helltide for no reason when I was farming the Temerity Pants for my rogue. But hey, you know what? That's the game. The game's the game, bro. You know, bugs happen. So I have no issue with bugs. I just would like to go on that game and sit there and be like, do you know what? This game is really, really fun, and I really have a really good time. And I see some people say that. There's some people who do say that. Like, so a lot of people who I see say that are people who've never played Diablo before. And I think that makes a lot of sense to me. I think anyone who's never played Diablo 3 would understand, would happily accept Diablo 4 as a good game. I would. If I'd never played Diablo 3 and saw what... Because bear in mind, Diablo 3 had its massive share of issues, right? That's fair to say. It had many, many problems. Okay? Like, for example, it had absolutely no endgame at all. Right? It was very repetitive. There was absolutely no benefit to pushing higher tier rifts unless you wanted to be on the leaderboards, which, as I've stated personally for myself, is really a non-issue. Because, to be honest with you, first off, pushing Diablo 3 leaderboards was a waste of time unless you knew all the secret recipes anyway. And it's going to be the same in this game. Like, for example, if you want a good roll on a build, you're going to need... no, we could take damage, but if you want a good roll on a build, you need to make all 5 classes. Because specific classes have a higher chance to roll specific items. So, for example, if you want a piece of gear and you need lucky hit chance, you're better off rolling that on a rogue, because the rogue has a much higher percentage chance of getting lucky hit chance on a piece of gear. And I believe the barbarian, for example, is max health on armor. And so knowing, well, I don't know them all, but just as a couple for an example, yeah, that's another thing. So the optimized players will be getting 5 characters to like 25, and then using them to roll perfect stats. So if you're a casual player, as I am, yeah, don't really be expecting to get those perfect stats like they get. I'm definitely down to play it. I'm just worried that this game dies after season 1. I think like people have said, it's a valid argument to say people will play season 1, because the way that they lined it up, and this is only for UK, so this might be different elsewhere depending on currency conversion, but I had to pay £90 for Diablo for the early access. Now the Ultimate Edition was only £10 more, right? So when you're already paying 90, there's a lot of people that would just stretch for that other £10. Now personally, I'm not that naive, because I looked at what they give you and I worked it out, and I realised that they're actually just scamming you. They were scamming you anyway. It's not like I thought of anything crazy. They were scamming you anyway, because of the way that they did the early access. They made it that way so that people would definitely buy it, because they know how popular Diablo 3 was. They made a lot of extra money because of that. It's just free money. That's how they roll. A lot of the concern, and that's the thing, and a lot of people would have bought that £100 Ultimate Edition, or whatever the subsequent conversion is for anyone's currency who's not GBP. And so I feel like there will be more people playing Season 1 simply because of that, because you get tiers in the Battle Pass. See, the thing is normally you'd think it's a good deal, right? Getting the Battle Pass and thinking, well, you know, I get a Battle Pass for that, that's good. But when you look at the Battle Pass, and since it's all cosmetics in a game where cosmetics don't even make up 5% of the gameplay, it'd be a bit different if you could see your character intrinsically actually using all of what you've built and actually making it look good, and you see it in combat, but you don't see any of that stuff. All you see, or you'll see, the only time you'll really see your class for what it is if you literally zoom in using if you zoom in either on PC or if you use the scroll wheel on console, if you zoom in and just look at your class, you can see it there, or if you're riding on a horse, you'll see it, a small portion of it. But the problem is that world bosses, you're zoomed out, so that's no good. And when you're in a dungeon fighting, there's so much CC going on that either you're creating or the mobs are creating, you can't even see any of your really cool looking character that much. So it's, you know, when you really break it down, you're not getting much for your money because you're not really even able to see it most of the time. So that's a lot of what the issue is, and also why I think that they won't make a lot of money from their store, well, not as much as they probably want to make. Because once the casual players leave, I can't see the hardcore players buying a bunch of different gear and stuff from their store. Because most of these people play hardcore characters. Most of the actual hardcore players do actually just do hardcore. Because it's more interesting to them. Because it's not a challenge for them to get to level 100. It really isn't. Like, they know so much about the game that they just don't need to worry about getting to level 100. Like, playing a hardcore character, I mean, well, you've seen how devastating hardcore is on that game with all the disconnects, because it's a live service game for no reason. And oh, there's a magnet. Let's go get that magnet, because we can rank up further. So let's get through these guys here. Base defense. I'm going to take base defense here because I am trying to survive the last boss. Obviously, I mean, I'm not sure we'll make it. I don't think we'll make it through all these on the first try. I'd like to, but it depends. It's because once we get, I do feel like this class is actually doing okay. All right, Lich is here. That's fine. What we got then? We got +1 piercing. We'll take that for the Phantom Needles. That's fine. Crit chance. We'll take more health regen because we want more survivability. Crit chance multiplier. Sure. Piercing. Range. Explosion area. Piercing. Regen. Take block strength there. Piercing. Yep. Piercing for that. As far as I can tell, Phantom Needles is the strongest. If you get a secondary bonus where every time, if you play a class that crits, and you get the bonus for Phantom Needles that makes it so that it splits off, as well as the piercing as well, that makes it so that it pierces through mobs, yeah, it literally insta-kills everything in the arena. Everything you look at just dies immediately. It's actually much stronger than Transfixion. Because a lot of people were thinking Transfixion was the strongest. In theory, yeah, it is for the majority of the time. But if you get that... Oh, when you die, the seal breaks and revives you 50%. See, I feel like that could be useful for our runs. Because then we'll get more revives. So, I'm not going to use it in this run. I'm going to try and do that. But what I might do is see about extracting that. Because I feel like that legitimately could be a useful item for us. No, we'll see. Because I do have to buy it, and to be honest, I would actually like to continue to upgrade. I would like to keep the elemental side of things, because it actually helps a little bit with the damage for this class. Because the haunts are doing fire and electric type damage, and you can actually pay to buff those percentages without actually upgrading them in the dungeon. Although, admittedly, my burn and electrify chance is going to be very low, obviously. But you do get 15% from the rings themselves, so it's not too bad. I think it could be worse. Okay, we'll just start going through everything. Keep an eye on that. Okay, it's about to run out, so... Got another magnet, very nice. I don't think there'll be nowhere near as much as there was, but... Base crit damage. We could actually take crit damage bonus. Because that will still work for other stuff. We don't crit, but those abilities do, as far as I'm aware. Base crit shot. Yeah, we'll take the fragile and affliction chance. Get some attack speed going. Never a bad thing, eh? This class has a lot of potential, but it just needs... You just need more damage when it comes to bosses, and I think the Summoner Gloves will help with that. I mean, it's already been helping. You see how much better we're doing on bosses. Normally, Summoners struggle a lot more on bosses, so... They just don't do a lot of damage when it comes to bosses. And a lot of the problem with the Summoner is because he doesn't do a lot of damage on bosses, but he's also quite weak in general. That's another concern that you run into. Nice. I'll tell you one thing. One thing that would break this class is if there was an item in this game that made it so that your attacks turn into physical attacks. We'll take base defense here. So instead of... So like how you have the burning and the lightning, if you have one that does physical... Then you run the Echo Band. So the Echo Band is basically whenever you do a physical attack, it triggers it has a 20% chance to trigger an explosion. But it echoes through the entire group. So like how it chains through, it basically would be like another chain that you could add. It would break this class if you could do that. But this would make it 10 times worse for mobs. Like you'd annihilate everything. I mean, there may be an item like that, to be honest. I just haven't seen one. I don't know every item in this game. I only know what I've seen, so it's not like I've actually researched the items, so to be honest. I've been watching a lot of Elden Ring stuff recently, and I've been kind of curious when the new DLC's coming out. I already know what needs to happen. I already know that I need to respect my build when I go on that bitch, because I kind of want this ring, so I don't think I'm going to do that. I want to get to the well. We only have 3 minutes 40, so... and I've got to get through the slimes. Okay, well, the icon seems to have shifted a bit, so... Yeah, we're pretty close to it. There we go. So... Because I actually want to retrieve that ring. That ring, I think that'll be interesting in the harder maps. Because when we die, we'll at least be able to... Well, we can already res once. I might be able to... hey. I might be able to do this. I don't know. We'll see. It really depends, because... Well, there's three zones, so it will still count in those zones as well. So, yeah. 46. Just gotta let them get close enough into the zone. Yeah, there we go. We should have time to do it. 19. We can kill some... Oh no, those circles are done now. So we now have to let them in this circle. That's not going to be too easy for us. I think we just aim that way and just, yeah, just bait them in. And bait them in. Get what we can. We need 8 more. We still got 2 minutes 30. We should be okay here. There we go. Nice. Get another piece. I have no idea what that does. I haven't found enough stuff to complete it. I've mostly just brute forced my way through this. There's definitely way more efficient things and ways to make yourself stronger or whatever, but I mostly just brute forced through it, so just with movement and then just building a specific way, which is just fucking random. I just guess pretty much. I'm like, hey, this seems like it would do well. Let's just pick this. Pretty much all I do. I think though you will have to build a specific way with this game once we start hitting... Once they start adding the last... Because there's 2 more slots for maps at the moment. So at the bare minimum, they've got plans for 2 more maps for this game. Minimum. They may add more because of the recent success this game's had, but minimum 2 more maps. So you may have to build and use certain items in those maps because the enemies might be too hard. Because they seem to be getting harder with each one, so... One minute till boss. Okay, that's fine. Oop. A lot of trick that we need to hit with this boss is we need to keep moving, because I don't think we're fast enough, so I think a lot of the issue we could run into is if we don't keep moving against him, I think he'll pin us pretty easy, being honest. But I've tried to build to be a little bit tankier because my screen clear's not as good. That's kind of the whole point. I tried to build to be a bit tankier, so... What the fuck was that? What just nuked like 75% of that thing's health? Oh, was that? I don't know what that was, honestly. I'm gonna take it, though. Don't know what it was, I'm gonna be honest. Like I say, I don't know that much about this game, contrary to the fact that I don't find this game very difficult. I don't know if it's supposed to be fair. We need to keep going downwards, because downwards seems to be... well, he's about to phase because, well, that thing took off like 75% of its fucking health. Right, this is where he gets annoying. What is that? Is that to do with that? It's taking off like 75% of... This feels like a cheese strat. Like, that has to be some fucking sort of weird shit. Yeah, that feels like such a cheesy thing. It takes off like 75% of his health in one shot. Well, to be fair, this is the easiest one anyway out of all of them. I mean, that just seemed a little bit... I mean, we got a rocket twice that just took off like 75% of his health in each phase. I mean, that just seemed like a bit of a cop-out, that did, to be fair. What was that? Like I said, I don't know much about this game, so I sort of just go with the flow. I have no idea what that was. Right. Well, here's the thing. I bet he wants a lot for that ring. Yeah, 10k. It's because it's a res, so we ain't going to be able to afford that. But we have the ring there nonetheless. Alright, area and projectile size, right. Defense wouldn't be bad to rank up, would it? No, it wouldn't. So we might do defense. Lightning damage, fire damage. Is there anything else that would be better instead of those two? Because I've got... See, that's pointless. Crit damage... I mean, it'd be good maybe for that, but it's not worth it. Look, damage with physical attacks, 20% chance. Yeah. No, and we can't really use that. And I'm just using these at the minute because it does both. Yeah, I don't think there's really much that we can change here, honestly, that's going to be any better. And this thing, yeah, 40% summon spawns, 40% summon duration, and 20% summon damage, so... Yeah. I don't really... Those gloves are pretty much the be-all, end-all for this class, so... Okay. Well, map 1 was pretty much a cinch because of some random fucking rockets that just decided to just jump down and just murder everything. Let's do Dragon's Breath in this one. I'll switch it up a little bit. Attack speed. We're going to need that for the start. Yeah, it looks like the Summoner's Gloves, the things that this class needed to be better. It does do pretty good damage off the rip now, so that's not bad. Range. Damage. Yeah, we'll take damage for now. We don't need movement speed with this boss. So what we need is just damage, just fucking damage. Like, because the issue with this boss that you run into is its mines. This boss, in my opinion, is could possibly be the hardest. Minus 1%, minus 1 second duration. I'll just take the duration. I don't want to lose any duration on them. Attack speed, duration, base damage. We'll take attack speed this time, because attack speed still works out as damage technically. So movement, duration, damage. Right. Broke. Movement speed. We'll take that now for the 30%. I think we will get the base health back though, because I do want it in case I make any mistakes on that last boss. Because that last boss, he can be a little bit of a bitch if you get hit by the spinning swords. He doesn't really have anything else. Now, as far as I remember, the cleric, when I did the cleric run, which was one of the worst runs I've ever done because of a bug, I was able to survive a long time dodging those mines and doing damage to him. So as long as we optimize where we run and how we move, we should be able to kill this guy. As long as we build for damage. Before I was kind of building for damage, defense, speed, so forth. Which was apparently completely unnecessary because a random rocket come out of the sky and decided to nuke my boss fight and made him basically irrelevant. But okay. I don't really know why that happened. I don't know if it's something to do with the bonuses that I got from some of the events I completed in the map. Like I say, no clue. Honestly, I'll take the base health here, because yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it looks like we're doing much better damage to these bosses now with these summoner gloves on. Like, it's quite a bit better now. Transfixion's better than Radiant Aura. The thing is with the Phantom Needles, if I could get the I'll take the burn chance. I don't want that damage. I don't want to lose duration on these. Because them just sitting out and just doing more damage is not a bad thing. They're not anything protecting that. Phantom Needles. The Phantom Needles are not very special, to be honest, up until the point of where, once you get to the point of where you can split them. Well, I say that. It only really, I mean, Phantom Needles are decent, but I shouldn't have, my other options weren't great there. Yeah, we'll take that because of Transfixion. Okay. I should probably show the gear we're running, right? For this. Yeah, so we're running this 1% attack speed for 5 seconds for each killed enemy up to 50%, which is just overpowered. And then we're just using this for extra boosted damage. So, one, because I don't have any better rings, but also because these actually work quite well because they work together. So you'll get lightning and fire damage. 50% XP gain. The Blood-Soaked Shirt, the whole point of running that is because when you're screen clearing a lot of mobs, even a 3% chance to get 1 HP back, plus your regen is actually quite a lot of health. The Invocator's Grasp, which actually makes this class decent now. And movement speed. There's definitely going to be better options out there. I just haven't unlocked them. I haven't found them. So I'm just kind of making do with the best of what I've got. Wow, it's really not giving me much damage here though, is it? Really just kind of giving me duration, which is all fine and all, but I don't really need more duration. I feel like I have enough as it is now. I don't want to lose any more, but maybe 1 second. Well, 1 second, I don't know. 15% damage to summons. There we go. Thank you. A flat 15% without me losing anything. I'll take it. Blocked crit damage. Yes, we'll take that. The 30% there. I did not press that. Why has it done that? That was weird. Okay. Additional attacks. Movement speed, base damage for that. I'll take the movement speed. I don't trust that 1 second's not a lot because I don't actually know. Piercing will be good. Range, effect on. Yeah, attack speed of Dragon's Breath. Yep, damage. Yep. Movement speed, crit damage bonus. We'll take the base defense actually. Crit damage, 20% duration. I'll take the health. Damage, Phantom Needle, or base crit damage. It's base crit damage, should not be bad. It won't. I don't think it will crit that much though, because I'm not exactly stacking crit chance on this class, because this class can't actually clear it in and of itself. So, for obvious reasons. I mean, it'd be just way too broken. But I'll tell you what, we're not getting a lot of damage rolls right now. I don't think our damage is particularly bad. We are only level 25 though, so maybe we just need to hold our horses there, do you know what I mean? We do get, I know we get block damage bonuses at certain levels, so we'll take that. For fire damage, because that will help us and the fire flame wall. So, there's a couple magnets on the map we could take advantage of as well. Grab that. Anything in these? Okay, oh, we got a some mushroom thing. This will spawn some mobs for XP, sure. Sure. 10% effect on damage. There we go. Attack speed, yeah. There we go. Our main weapon. Just get all the big clumps. Making my way over. Oh. Block strength. What's our base health? 560. Yeah, we can take that hit. Yeah. Because I know that as you progress higher on this, at a certain point it starts giving you a bunch of defensive stats, so we can make our health back up there. Alright, we'll have a boss spawn here, that's fine. Radiant Aura. Oh, I should have picked the Phantom. Normally I would pick Phantom Split there, but after thinking about it, I'm kind of questioning whether it would be a good idea, because I'm not going to be stacking any crit chance whatsoever besides what the class has, or if it becomes an option for a trait and there's no better ones, do you know what I mean? And so after thinking about it, it may not actually be a good idea to use it. Because we only really can take advantage of that on a class that stacks crit damage. So for example, the Sorceress or the Shield Maiden will be your two best options. Base defense, 20% damage, no thanks. Not for the duration. What you got for me? Nothing useful. Cool. Right, let's try and make our way over to a magnet. Oh, free gold. Mine. That's a free 50 gold right there, baby. Okay. Hold on. Grab that shit. Oh, damn. I'm rich now. Okay. Let's say I struggle for gold anyway, so... Game's just handing out gold right now. Okay. Attack speed. Attack speed is really good for us because not only is it going to help when it comes to damage consistency, it increases our DPS, But it also increases our burn and electrify chance technically as well, because the more of these we can send through mobs, the more chance we have of proccing one of those. Right, there we go. That's good. Let that kick in. Crit chance, piercing, and maybe we'll just take piercing on its own, because that'll work for that as well, plus my main weapon. Movement speed, effect on hit chance. We'll take the movement speed. Piercing range, there we go. Base health. 10% damage. Okay. We're only at 36, so we're doing okay. Grab that attack speed. There we go. We can start slaughtering these guys now. Unlucky, boys. Bad timing for you. Effect on hit chance as well. Oh, we should go over to the slime actually. Start trying to get some damage on Buddy over there. Yeah, looks like we're doing okay. Alright, there we go. He's dead. Astronomer's Orb, Phantom Split. So, critical hits split needles into 2 new projectiles. Both new needles are as strong as the original. This, by the way, this is the move. If you're playing a crit character that you're stacking crit, if you get this is the strongest fucking move in the game that I've seen. This thing annihilates everything. Don't get me wrong, it won't work that well on this class, but if you're stacking crit chance and crit damage for your abilities, it will murder fucking everything. Like, this thing's so strong that when I was using it on the Shield Maiden, I literally did not have to touch another mob in the entire arena. It would just immediately kill everything. Select a trait. That trait and all its follow-up traits will never be shown again in the run. Interesting. I don't want cone size. I don't really feel like that's necessary for me. But yeah, it ain't going to do that much for me. I feel like it might help a little bit, I'll be honest. It might help a little bit, maybe. It's hard for me to tell because this thing will screen clear on its own. Right, base damage, projectiles. No, I'm not going to do that for minus 20% health. That's just not worth it. For the 20% loss. Because it would take... That means I'd have to do probably two base healths to get that shit back. Right, we've killed quite a few mobs. We could head down to the magnet now. Because we'll be killing more as we head down anyway. Range, movement speed, block strength, base. We'll do crit chance, crit damage. We're trying to stack damage here for this last boss. Come here, buddy. What we got? Pick up burn chance. None of them are good, so we'll take the thing that might give us a bit more survivability. Attack speed, very nice, because there's a new set of mobs coming, I presume. Yep, there they are. Oh, they're over here. Come on, buddies. This class is so goddamn satisfying, man. It's not as satisfying as the sorceress. Just because the sorceress, you see the lightning chain, bro. That'll make you cream. That shit's it looks so nice when you see the chain going through them. Plus 20 summons damage. We'll do the summons, yeah. So that's just going to give us a lot more higher odds of summoning multiple ghosts at the same time here. Well, we missed the magnet. It went straight fucking past it. Out of the way. There we go. Health regen. In this case, I'll take health regen. Movement speed. Yeah, sure, why not? Range. Fire damage. 40% on crit attack speed for Phantom Needle. If I remember, after I finish this run, regardless of whether I would be very curious to see how much Phantom Needle's actually doing. I don't think it'll be doing that much because the reason why I say that is because I haven't built up any of my crit chance. And that's what procs it, because if you're taking base crit chance and base crit damage, you're going to be proccing it a lot more. And every time it crits, it splits, and then there's 2 more needles, right? Then that can split, then those 2 can split, do 2 more needles if they crit, and it just keeps chaining to the point of where it just annihilates everything. As long as your crit chance and crit damage are high enough for overall and not just for your main weapon, yeah, it'll murder everything. It's definitely something that you can really abuse damage-wise. On mobs, anyway. Obviously, bosses ain't going to do that much, so... because it doesn't really split into anything, so... crit damage effect on hit chance. Crit chance, base crit. I could do that, yeah. Right, how are we looking? We're at 18 minutes, so we're doing okay. It feels like we've been in here a while, but really haven't been in here that long, to be honest. It seems like we're summoning 2 ghosts pretty much every time, just guaranteed, which is huge, really. Now with that plus 20 summons. Well, effectively, that just doubled our damage output, because summoning 2 ghosts at the same time is doubling that. It's just doubling everything up, which is just great. Take more attack speed. Doubling up our damage is something we're really going to need for the last boss of this, so... because the last thing I want to happen is have a bunch of mines stacked around me to where I can't really do much. Which is a concern, because this class is not a boss-friendly class normally. It's more of a screen clear class, so... we'll see, we'll see. I think we can get it done, though. I feel like we've got some pretty good bonuses right now. And there's still plenty more to be gained. Considering... thought that was a golden slime there. It's just one that explodes. Okay. Right. Another magnet just showed up. Let's keep going. Alright, let's see if we can get down to this magnet. I actually want it to be quite far away because I want to try and kill as many mobs as I can. Never mind, it's right here. Well, we can always kill a bunch of stuff before we pick it up. Another boss. Base defense, base health. Cool. That wasn't bad. Stream of fire. Dragon's breath knocks back mobs. We'll take the knockback instead of the stream of fire. Yeah, we'll just grab it. 20% duration aura damage. Crit chance. Do you know what? I will actually take crit chance this time. Even though I don't need it, I'm wondering if it might actually be useful for the needles. If I just do a little... It won't do much, but it'll do a little bit. Got a slimy boy who's getting absolutely nuked because he's big and juicy. So it actually hits him multiple times as the ghosts go through. Thank you. Now I just got to wait for his slime pool to disappear. Get out of the way. Pickup range, crit chance, crit damage. Okay, what's it giving me first? Bottle. Kugel Blitz. Sacred Flame emits an additional fire-based attack that will distribute a certain number of burn stacks. Or we could do... Well, these two don't do a lot of damage. Let's try Sacred Flame. I've never used Sacred Flame. Let's just try it, because those other two just don't do good damage. I've upgraded both of them, and they just suck damage-wise. Okay, so what do we have here then? Rerolls a complete section. Well, we got base defense. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's roll it. What we got? Attack speed, base damage. Crit damage bonus, attack speed. I'll take crit damage bonus for my other skills. My aura skills that are doing crits. Might as well just use it up. So... You can craft more of those, but... I've never really found myself worrying about, even if I get bad rolls sometimes, it seems to make up for it. So. This game is very generous when it comes to making up for rolls and stuff if you get a bad roll, so... Not too worried about it. Right. Fragile on affliction chance. Another boss here. Hello there, friend. I think I'll just walk out of that one. Nice, we got extra attack speed. So he'll probably die now. Oh, didn't open it. What are you giving us? Summon a skeleton. Sure, why not? Right. Let's pull in a little bit. Right. Nyom. We've got 12 minutes still. Well, 13 minutes, should I say. Block, strength. Let's do base crit damage. Right, let's try and get Phantom Needles up a little bit. Why not? Not a bad thing. Nearly to a level up. Nice. Flame. Yeah, sure. Additional flame wall. Why not? You never know. That could be useful. Flame wall does decent damage, so. Oh, hello friends. Time to wipe you all out. Let's take base crit chance for the Phantom Needles. Since we do have that bonus, might as well try and take a little bit of advantage of it. But 5% is really not going to do anything crazy. But it's better than having none. It will help a little bit, though. Bonus attack speed. I'll take the base crit chance again, honestly. Just because really, you know, I mean, if there's nothing better to take, I will take Phantom Needle and try and help that out to try and get it to split more. Like I said, when I did this on the Shield Maiden, it would insta-kill everything anyway by itself. But yeah, obviously that's a class where you stack crit damage and crit chance, because that's what that class is. So it makes a lot of sense. More projectiles, never a bad thing. Let's see, additional flame wall plus 10% area. That'll be kind of handy. So it just gets bigger now. Look how big that flame wall is, man. Just hits everything. I enjoyed that stage because they all just came to me, so. Now we get slimes. Not my favorite mobs. We didn't take too much damage there. Yeah, you can see it splitting off a little bit. I don't think it would reach the... I think last time it tripled or I think it nearly tripled transfixion when I had it on the Shield Maiden. It nearly tripled transfixion, and I didn't even get it going until near the end. It just went through. It just ripped through everything. Because I was just buffing it. Because the problem is with the thing with Phantom Needles is the buffs you can get for it are really, really strong. Because you can get attack speed, they're 20% damage, 20% attack speed. Like, they're really powerful stats. So then when you add in the crits as well, plus you can have ones, and there's another one you can do as well, which broke it on the other one, which is whenever it pierces, if it could go further, it will. And so if that's so then when you add that piercing plus the split, they were the two that I had with it. Now those are the two that I had together, and it murdered everything. I think even if you have the split on its own, though, I think the split would do most of the work, honestly. We'll take the crit damage bonus this time for a little bit more damage for those abilities. We'll see how we do on the worm. I think the worm's going to be annoying, though, because he just hides underground most of the time. To be honest. Ow. It's fine. We're near full health anyway. We'll be back up. Yeah, it just bumps us straight back up, so... I mean, it still takes time, because the idea is you're not supposed to be able to bump up that quickly. See, look, 20% base damage. I'll take the base damage for that. It's like, that's a lot of damage, 20%. Now, it starts off not doing a lot, but when you're getting buffs like that, it's 20%. That's a heavy buff. And then you have attack speed that's also 20%, and you can have piercing plus 20%. It's like... yeah, it gets pretty crazy, man. If you focus on buffing Phantom Needles, it gets pretty crazy. It can get wild, bro. To be honest with you. 20%, 10% base damage and range for that. That'll do. Not bad. Crit damage, bro. Take the crit chance this time, because there's not really anything better there. Got a magnet. Base defense, base range. We'll take defense. Aura damage, but then reduced or attack speed. You take the attack speed for that. Base crit damage for the Phantom Needles. Effect on hit chance, duration, crit chance, crit bonus. On hit chance would be nice for that. Alright, and that pretty much does it for the XP it's going to grab for us. Oops. We're level 75, we ain't done too bad. I don't think we'll get to level 100. That's one of the... I think I got to like level 90 something on the viaduct before with this class. Although that was... oh, we need to get out of here. We're getting beat the fuck up right now, bro. The only thing I did know is when you fight this boss, he's yeah... I think the best thing to do with that boss, honestly, with this class is just ignore the dude. I think he'll just get hit regardless. Because of all of the shit that's just coming out. It's because of the way the slimes move. But we're going to need to try and focus on not getting hit too much. Because obviously we don't want to go into the boss fight with a really bad health bar. And we need to start building our health back up here, so... Not so easy to do, honestly, when you've got slimes and stuff. Because they block your path. They don't move in a certain pattern. They move to block you. That's literally how they move. So, and then they put like all their goo down, which tags you up, stuff like that. You get it. Definitely my least favorite mob, but that's kind of the point. I think they're designed to be the least favorite mob. You know what I mean? It's something that's there to annoy you and to make your run not that easy. If he was up there, that would have took some damage there, man. But we are doing good damage to him whenever he comes up, which is nice. He'll go down very, very soon here. Crit damage, base defense. I'm going to take movement speed here. Alright, he's just gone down. Nice. He was pretty much a cinch, honestly. I don't think we struggled all that much with him. Oh, nice. And we get a magnet as well, so that's going to give us a level, maybe 2, if we're lucky. What are we getting then? 5% damage for each enemy in your pickup range. I mean... I could do that. You could get rid of those, take that, and I could put that bottle in. I don't really feel like I need anything, so... which was mine? Where's the... Well, how much we got? 4 minutes. I'll take that, increase my attack speed. Let's see. I might just be able to power through everything. Maybe. To get to the well. Depends how far away it is. To be honest with you. I'm kind of curious how this new Assassin's Creed game is going to be as well, to be honest with you. Because obviously since Assassin's Creed Origins, before that they had a pretty bad rep because the game's really boring and monotonous. And... I'm curious because now they've gone away, they're moving away from the open world concept to move into a more linear concept. My guess is because they had to fire a bunch of staff and they weren't able to actually produce an open world concept game like Valhalla in the time frame. Because we're in 2023 and to be honest with you, Assassin's Creed's normally come out every 2 years. So the fact that we're now near, we're actually going to be about 3 years, actually over 3 years, about 3.5+ years down the line, and we still haven't got an Assassin's Creed game by the time it comes out. Because there's going to be, because it come out, I think it was in April or some weird shit like that in 2020. It was sometime in 2020 Valhalla come out. I remember buying it, but yeah. So it's pretty crazy to think because they've pushed it, delayed it a whole year already. And they still haven't got an open world game. It's still going to be a linear game. Now, it may not be bad. You know, they've still got a lot of things in there, even though it's a linear game. The question is will it be worth the money? Because they're probably going to charge you £70 for it, GBP, obviously. For me, could be, you know, for anyone else different. But, yeah, they're going to charge you a lot of money for it regardless. It's going to be a massive title, so... the question is it going to be worth its money? But luckily for us, we're on Xbox, so truth is that, well, when it comes to Starfield and Lies of P, we ain't even got to worry about... It's like kind of like with Exoprimal. You know, that game's a massive flop, obviously. It'll be dead within a month. I mean, it's already technically dead, but because no one wants to actually play it because it's boring. But the point is... I mean, I played it the other night because, to be honest with you, it was a game... It's a game you can shut your brain off on, and you don't have to really think. So... That's the only reason I really played it, because whenever I play games like Valorant and stuff, I have to constantly think, I have to listen to my teammates, I have to communicate with them, and sometimes you just can't be asked to do that, to be honest with you. Sometimes you're just not in the mood to have to deal with Valorant teammates, so I will be playing some tonight though. Because I want to get some Valorant in, because I likely won't be playing it for a while when Diablo comes out, because Diablo pretty much will take over most stuff until... But, well, I wouldn't say until Starfield, because it depends. Because that game could get real old real fast, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure, because I'm not, be honest, I'm not really feeling that excited to play it, but once I get into it, I might start getting into it a bit more. But we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, definitely going to be at least trying it out. I'm hoping, I'll be honest, I'm hoping Starfield's going to be good. If Starfield's good, that would be very nice. The problem with Starfield is it's 30 FPS. That's the issue with it. And their excuse for 30 FPS is because it's such a big game, they can't run it at 60. But the problem is that it's all well and good just making excuses, saying, okay, well, we can't do this because it's 60. I'm like, okay, fair enough. But the issue is no one wants to play 30 FPS games. When you're used to playing 60 FPS games, or 120 or more, depending... Okay, where's Big Boy? Never mind. Where's Big Boy? Right, we'll take the block strength then. Okay, we're going to get some levels here. Attack speed, crit chance... Yeah, we'll take that. Base damage. That's bad, because I just took that to the face and I see that. Okay. I want to try and keep... I need to try and keep him in aura range so it's doing damage. We're doing alright here. Ow. Okay. That's fine. Oh, he's just going to spam his AoEs at the minute. Okay, we're doing alright. Ow. Mistake on my part there. You can already see the mines starting to build up. They look friendly. Get around here, get out of the way of those mines. Oh, just barely avoided that. It's fine. Oh. Alright. Ow. Didn't quite time that right. Or that, but it's okay. It's not doing a crazy amount of damage. I can take that. It's not a big deal. The one I want to avoid is the sword. I can already look at all the mines already, bro. I see them stacking up, bro. To keep an eye on this, dude. Okay, right. We are still hitting him from range. We just got to get him outside of his mines. We're still alright. We've still got plenty of room to play with, and we're doing damage to him still. We just don't have the aura damage, but the fire damage, and that's why I wanted fire and lightning. You see that stack damage is ticking on him still. The fucking fire is ticking on him for 500 at a time. We're still able to hit him from this far out. So we can still do good damage to him. And if we can get him, yeah, there we go. And he comes out now, we're getting back in aura range, we'll be okay. There we go. Interesting. Okay. Total damage 7 million. So where's... Let's see. Yeah, look. Here you go. So Transfixion does 1.3. There you go. Phantom Needles 2.1 million. So it's like Transfixion is the best when it comes to actual damage, but yeah. Oh, sorry, it's not actual damage. When it comes to afflicting like debuffs, but not actual damage. We did well there. Okay. So now, damage is already maxed out. Attack speed's maxed out. Lightning damage and fire damage could go up. Yeah, I don't think there's... I mean, we could do attack range, but... I think, like... Yeah. Lightning damage can go up. And that's pretty much all we can do, so... Let's see... So, also, do I have to buy that bottle off him? Yeah, I do. I can buy it. I have it for theirs. So does that mean I get multiple potions now? Let's see. Yeah, so now we get the Potion of Oblivion. Yeah. There we go. Interesting. Right. Forgotten Viaduct. We're doing very well, actually. We'll take Phantom Needles right off the rip. Alright. Crit damage, attack speed. I'm not going to be upgrading Phantom Needles or anything immediately. I'm just going for this. I can't believe a magnet spawned this close. I don't see the point of us having a magnet, though, right now. That's the thing. Range, base defense. Range for now. Just grab it because I wasn't going to, but the truth is that, I mean, I might as well for now. It's not going to do anything because there's nothing really on the ground, but yeah. Duration for main weapon, we can take that. Damage. Alright, we're doing quite well actually with the summoner. I'm surprised that we've managed to get to the 3rd stage without any actual fatalities yet. I'm going to take it as well. Take that for movement speed, a bit more survivability. Okay, base health, take that as well for now. If we're getting rolls for defense early on, that's fine. I'd rather take base health because then I can trade it off later for damage. Base crit damage, yeah, we can take that. Fire, base, yeah, we'll take that for now. Not really anything crazy, so we take that. %, duration, take movement speed here. Alright, here's the first boss. Yeah, this guy is tanky as fuck. He's always tanky as fuck, man. He's hard to kill. base, crit damage, duration. I don't know whether to go with base. Yeah, let's try it, actually. Let's actually try the -1 second for the 20% base out of curiosity. To see how good, if it's better or worse or what. Alright, and then we kill all these guys. Yep. So we'll get their XP now. Crit chance, attack speed, 1.5 second duration, but then you lose 10% base damage. No, I feel like we're okay at the minute. I'll take the attack speed of Phantom Needle for now. I feel like that duration's actually not bad, so... Piercing. Should really be focusing on this dude as well, but I want to kill the Skelly boys for XP. Damage. Bait, yep. There we go. That's 30% more damage now, so now we can trade that off. This guy will fucking die eventually. I'm going to take base defense here, just to help me with some of the hits. I'll inevitably take 20% damage main weapon. There we go. %, additional attacks, yeah. This guy just has an insane amount of health, man. It's also because I haven't been focusing him directly. Damage for a Phantom Needle, sure. Phantom Rift Needle, yeah, there's that one, and then there's this one split. Yeah, we'll take the split one. This is stronger out of the two. But we would need, really, we do still need Transfixion, obviously. Would be ideal. Plus 15% projectiles. Having the plus 20% summons again would be nice, because that would give us the ability. That would give us our outright ability to just double summon spirits, which technically doubles our damage, which would be nice. But we'll see. Depends if we get that roll or not. I'll keep an eye out for it. Attack speed, yep. Oh, there it is. Alright. Oh wow, that's a purple. I'll take that. Movement speed. Base health. I'll take movement speed this time. I think we will need some movement speed, so... Oh, there's another scroll. Right, what are we getting? We got Radiant Aura or Meteor Strike. I'm kind of tempted to go with Radiant Aura here. Don't know if it's necessarily better, but I feel like having something that's close to me, that constantly just like pulses every time it charges up, might be kind of handy. Okay, let's start making our way war. Hey, boys. Movement, base crit chance. We'll take the crit chance this time. Because there's no... thing anyway, so nothing good in that one. Oh, these are beefier. They're beefier, but they do all drop purples, it seems. So base crit chance again. I mean, I'd like something better, honestly. We could get something better, maybe, like something for damage potentially. I don't think our damage against that guy's too fucking bad, though, is it? Ow. Walking into that one too smart, but hey. Regen piercing. Yep, that's fine. I mean, we've already done really good damage to that guy already. I think it's because there was a ghost that was chasing him for the longest time, and it was just like ticking on him. It was kind of huge. Ow. There we go, I got some cheese now, baby. Can't stop me. Fire damage. Yeah, we'll take the fire damage, why not? Alright, he's down. What you got for me, game? For each missing health point, I mean, sure, if I was making like a low health build, sure, I mean, I'm not, but if I was. Damage? Crit chance, there we go, 30% damage for 10% health. The main weapon hit. Fucking hell, those guys have got some health, man. What you need for those guys is transfixion. Piercing. It's the range, yeah. Range or that. Probably this. The aura strength. What we need is aura charge speed. That would be nice if we could get that. Okay, we got another boss here. I don't think we've been doing too bad on the bosses recently. Which is interesting because, yeah, this boss, this class, it's got actually better with those gloves. Those gloves are helping quite a lot with bosses. But let's see. I mean, honestly, it's not been too bad. Meteor strike, of course, over those two. Those two are suck. Still another scroll we can get up here, so make my way over. Plus 20 explosion area. Alright. 10% additional attacks, or we'll take the base health because survivability over damage. Because we are trying to complete every map, so, and this will be technically the hardest. Magnet's right here, might as well grab it, it's just jumped out at me, so. Base health, base crit chance, I'll take base health again because then we can trade it. Explode 50% piercing and duration, obviously, that is just a no-brainer there. Movement speed, damage, additional attacks, yeah. Base crit chance, plus 20 summons, there we go. So now we double our damage up, there we go. Plus 20% damage for phantom needles. Well, it doesn't quite double it up, it'll do like 0.5 times because it was like, I think it was 1 in every 2 we were summoning, 2 of them. So it'll actually only really do like 0.5 times instead of 1 times extra. Movement speed, yeah, we'll take that. A bit more defense. Base crit chance, it's fine for the phantom needles. All damage plus 1 piercing and range, yep, we'll take that. Yeah, we got quite a few levels off that. Let's keep going. And the plus 20 summons, that now we've got that. That's going to give us our double damage. Well, I say double damage, it's not, it's like 0.5 times. It's still quite a lot of damage for 1 change, though. Meteor, 20% damage. Yeah, Meteor does good damage, so. We're doing much better damage already on this guy, so... Okay, attack speed there. Grab some sort of material for potion crafting. Kill these mobs because they'll give us more stuff. Base crit chance or aura damage or charge speed, yeah. We want this to charge faster, so... Dragon's Breath, yep, Dragon's Breath. Because we've already got a couple fire damage upgrades, so... we want to take advantage of that. Range damage. Okay, base health. 20% crit damage, bonus, 20% burn chance for that, yeah. That'll be good for bosses. Being able to burn them is key because it's the way the burn works is it keeps stacking up until it starts ticking for like 500 it just starts ticking for like 500 every time. Well, I say ticking, it's like every second. Every second it'll do a proc for like 500 if it keeps stacking up. If you keep hitting it with something that can burn it. So, for example, these ghosts, because their work is fire and lightning. So it'll just keep going. Yeah, it's quite handy. But we should keep moving on up. That's fine. We've got a pretty good health pool at the minute as well, but I do plan on sacrificing some of that for damage if it gives me a thing for it, yeah. I need to start tagging these guys up with some burns so that, yeah, they'll slowly just die. I don't think it does a great deal to them, but it's just kind of nice to have a little bit of tick damage, because these guys don't have a lot of health, but they just are fast when you don't look at them, so they will die pretty easy. That's why burning them helps, because it just whittles away their health even when you're not looking at them. Crit chance for Meteor. We're going to have a boss spawn here to protect this. We will grab it anyway. Banter it. If Needles could still hit, yep, we'll take that because that's going to deal even more damage to us. Or deal more damage for us. Should I say not to us. But point. Because now if the needles do split, now what they'll do is they'll keep travelling. If they could travel more, they will. Which means that they'll actually murder more things in a group. So that's good. We don't have transfixion though. That's the only thing that we're missing right now. No transfixion is a little bit unfortunate at the moment. I don't know if there's any more scrolls we can get. I mean, we're doing okay without transfixion. It's just better with it, obviously. We'll take range and area for the firewall, because that's handy. I mean, you can already see it kicking in with the piercing, so it's already helping. Because stuff's dying before the ghosts even get to them sometimes. So that's not a bad thing. There we go. Yeah. Movement speed, attack speed of that. We'll take the attack speed of Meteor because it's kind of slow. We should be hitting those guys soon, I would have thought. The that cavalry. It's got to be close to here, I'd have thought, yeah. Oh no. We got this guy first, yeah. Yeah, what about this guy? Okay. Get out of the way. Whoop. I took a tick there, it's okay though. Ow. Our damage is okay though. Oh, should I say not our damage, our thing. 20% damage or crit damage bonus. It's at the crit damage bonus because of, yeah, Phantom Needle. we'll take this because it's the only one that doesn't have some sort of bad ability attached to it. Ow. And we took a little bit of damage, not actually nothing crazy, luckily. That hit me? Okay. Yeah, I didn't even see that bit, that's why I'm on me, that one. But we haven't honestly taken that much damage. Alright. Doesn't really matter what we take here. We could try this. What we could actually do is take this lightning ring on and put it on for that. We could do that and try it out. So instead of using lightning, we have a 40% crit damage, and that will help with the split for the phantom needles. Yeah, it's possible that it would help. Instead of the lightning. I don't know, but I don't know if it's a good thing. We'll see. It could be though. If we're kind of full gung-ho into phantom needles to help with our mob damage, yeah. Oh, it might have been a good thing. It might have been a good thing. Okay. Yeah, you can... It's just... Because this is mostly not my ghost doing this. Yeah. Yeah, well, there we go. There it is. That's mostly phantom needles doing a lot of that work. The ghosts are helping, but not by much. You can see them dying before the ghosts barely even get to them. So that's good. We'll take crit damage bonus then, just to help it even more, because more crit damage bonus. It's just going to go nuts. Mate. This find is just, it's vile. It does take quite a bit to set up though. I should add. It does take quite a bit because you need two different rolls. You need the Phantom Needle roll to begin with. Then you need the roll where Phantom Needle splits off every time it crits. But it also creates two regular needles off of the split and does 15% more damage. Then you need the piercing mod to where it will keep traveling through targets if it could, which applies to each time it'll split. Plus one piercing and range. I'm just going to take the attack speed because that will be better for short range. Because we don't really need more piercing, because if it can travel through a target, it will travel through a target. So I don't know how much piercing will actually help here. We do need to, yeah, look how fast our health went back up there. We took a few hits because of my silly mistake there, and look at our health already. Just flew up. So we're really kind of on cloud 9 right now, honestly. With the damage from our Phantom Needles, plus our spirits at the moment. We're doing well. But this isn't where it counts. It's at the boss that can be an issue. Defense, regen, movement. I think movement speed, sure. Yeah, the gargoyles really shouldn't last any longer than those guys, so... If we were to get a magnet, that would probably be... I'll take base defense, because we do need survivability for the last boss. But we do have one resurrection, so... Alright, we've got another boss coming in. See how we do. Keep grabbing XP here. Damage, attack speed for that, yeah. And he's down. Right, Sacred Flame. See, we could do that. I think I'm going to do knockback though, because that'll keep me safe later on into these stages. With the knockback from the flame wall, it will stop mobs from being able to get to me so easily. If we find an invulnerability thing, I'll just go through these. I'm not going to do it like I did last time. I did that because I wanted to get that crit ring out, I think it was, but I'm not going to do that again. That was purely just because I wanted that. Here in this run, we're just going to, because what they try and do is they pin you in. You're not actually supposed to go past them, but they seem to get a little bit, they seem to break away a little bit and leave gaps, but you're supposed to get pinned in by them essentially, so that you have less space to fight. But you can actually just go through them if you get, what's it called? If you get an invulnerability thing, you can just go straight through them. So... Alright. %20 damage to Meteor. Yeah, we'll take that now. Oh, these are the heavy boys. These are the heavy duty boys, yeah. They still die fairly quickly, but not as fast as the other ones, obviously. Still fair. They've got quite a lot of armor, though, these guys do. You know what I mean? So, wearing these guys down is, yeah... Attack speed. We'll take damage to Phantom Needles. That's just surely going to be better. How long we got? 9 minutes left until we finish, until the boss spawns anyway. Crit damage. Movement speed, attacks. We'll take base defense, so we can just take a few more hits. It's all about spawn chance. I mean, if we don't get the protection thing, it's not the end of the world. If we don't get it, it's just, yeah. Base tip aura damage, or radius and damage. It's fine. Let's see, block strength, range and area. That'll do. That won't be bad. Sort of keep our eye out for any barrels or anything like that that could potentially give us the invulnerability thing, and then get near those guys and we can go straight through them if we need to. We still have a Hydra that's ready to spawn at some point. Can't imagine he won't be taking too long now. Oh, he's already here, I think. Yeah, here he is. Perfect timing. See how we do against Big Boy here, because he spawns his little angel buds, so... These are the things that slow you down on this. Yeah. Because of all the little angels. But we ain't doing bad damage, though. So far. Oh, there's my cursor there. Oh, didn't quite get out of that or that. Okay. Do a bit of damage. Look how many of them there are. Ow. 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 Stop it. Looks like I dodged those things, but I guess I don't. I don't even know what I'm getting hit by, bro. Oh, it's his head firing magic. You loser. Right. We'll do range here. Yeah, he's just doing chip damage to us. Being a little bitch, man. This is where, yeah, you'll sort of struggle because of the amount of health that Hydra has. And the amount of ads he's spawning and his little chip damage, that's the thing that is a concern for us. Oh man, couldn't get out of that, really. Okay, he is wearing down though. Slowly but surely. Well, we could look at it. We're taking damage now, but... Alright, well that's not bad. But then saying that, I'm kind of pinned in here though, aren't I? Jeez, man. Oh my, that's a lot of stuff. He's dead now. We've got another mob in the way. Oh, jeez, man, that's a lot of guys. These angel things, they gotta go. Yeah, these things are a serious problem. And we gotta start trying to work our health back up, man, because I'm gonna start taking base defense here. We took a lot of hits there, which was not ideal, but we have got 5 minutes. What is it? When you do not use your main attack... Oh, yeah, this one. Spawns shadows near you that damage enemies and increase your block strength. I haven't really seen that one before. Yeah, I've seen that. Let's get rid of that. Oh, what? Oh. Actually, wait, no, I just get rid of this because I don't plan on using that in this run and I already have the ring, so... Where's the, what's it called? Oh, that is bad. That dude with his fucking bow and arrow shit is forcing me into the mobs. You're annoying. Try and get rid of you. There we go. Scattered debris. Yeah, we'll take the sacred flame this time. Well, because we've got to start building our health back up now. So let's just start kind of getting to these guys. There we go, potion, nice. We've got plenty of time to build our health up, so I'm not worried about that. I'm gonna take that because I haven't seen that before, so I'll take it, keep it. Start killing mobs to get our health back. There we go. This thing will die on its own. Base defense, yeah. We basically just ignore it until it dies, essentially. But areas hit by meteors start burning. I mean, the light... I'll take it, fuck it, because the others, that lightning strike thing, that's not very good. It doesn't do a lot. And most of the time, it wants you to trade stuff off. Okay, we're nearly back up to full health, so... See, you see how much damage we took, and we're nearly making it back. We did get a potion to help us out a bit, but it only gives you like 50 or 60, so we're doing quite well for ourselves here. Okay, there we go. Almost back up to full strength, and we still got 4 minutes. Because obviously you want to go into the boss with as much health as possible. I think that's kind of a given. Yeah. Okay, explosion radius, like range and area there, that. It's so satisfying when you hear it just filling up. Movement, crit chance, bonus damage, yeah. Kill 400k enemies in total. Very nice. We're at nearly 15,000 anyway, so burn chance for that. We're at level 87. Man, it must be... I don't know what sort of monster you need to be to get to level 100, though. But that must be mental, trying to get a run together where you get to level 100. That to me would be pretty much all be about screen clearing, but also with very, very specifically timed things where you pick up magnets. You must pick them up at like a specific interval where you just have an insane amount of XP on the floor. You'd have to leave your magnets pretty much to like the end of the run, where all you've done the entire time is just kill and then pick them up. Presuming XP doesn't despawn, I don't know if after a period it starts despawning or not. 143 till boss, it's fine. I was going to go for the cheese, but you know, I'm not going to risk it. Additional flame walls. Yeah, those gargoyles have a lot of health. Because they're taking a lot of damage and they still... Things are crazy. Ow. Burn chance, block. Alright. Come on. We've got less than 1 minute till boss spawn. We are probably going to end up taking some hits because there's some magic stuff going on here, so there's magic casters, so yeah. Just got to try to survive. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff there. It's annoying. Attack speed of meteor or regen or movement speed for ourselves. We'll take movement speed for ourselves here. I think being faster in this is not necessarily a bad thing, because the boss relies on you doing a lot of precise movements to dodge a lot of his hands and stuff. So yeah, 15 seconds now. We wasn't able to find anything that yeah, we weren't able to find anything to get us past the wall, so yeah. Now it's all just a situation of, yeah, just surviving essentially. There it is. We took one final hit at the end, but yeah. Okay. So I get him to come down to us now. We actually managed to dodge that, okay. Right. There we go. Getting that. Yep. Okay. Oh, I messed my movement up. We're alright. Nope. That is bad. Yeah, we took 2 hits because I was looking at my health bar. I gotta stop looking at my health bar, man. And start focusing on the boss. Or focus on his mechanics specifically. Okay. Alright. Yep. Alright. I'm not doing too bad, but we're not even at halfway yet, so I'm not gonna fucking say shit. Because this dude's health is monstrous, so there's a lot of health. I'm trying to keep my aura within his range just to do extra damage if I can. Yeah, when I can, anyway, when he's not doing his mechanics. So. Alright. Good dodge, right? Next set. That's fine. Yep. That's fine. Oh. Oh, I wasn't sure we could actually squeeze down there. That's why I sort of like hesitated and went the other way and just took a risk on it, but it turns out we could just squeeze past them just barely. Wow. I want to go that way with him because he's going to tag me up, so he's getting upset with me now, so this guy has some crazy health, man. Well, I mean, you know, as a summoner, it's boss damage, ain't it? So I feel like I was out of that, but oh, I got some attack speed buff. Oh, that was a good dodge of all that damage. Damn. Nice. He's nearly dead. There we go, we got him. Well, there we go. Oh, oh, my leg. Alright, let's have a look at damage-wise. 6.6 million damage was done by Phantom Needles. It was doing 15,000 damage a second, which is a little bit lower. We was at 17,000. Also over a duration of 30 seconds. Yep. What else? What was that? Oh, electrify. Yeah. Well, we managed to complete pretty much everything, so okay. Oh, well. Now what I might do is try this. Now what I want to do is and I've been dying to try this out. If we just refund that, buy into that, and then health regen, there's that, and then we'll take... What else is up here? Is there attack speed? Attack speed's max, damage is max. Projectile radius might be quite good, actually, instead of the attack range. I've been curious that if I do... which one is it? There's one here with that's got the other one on. Crit chance, crit damage. Copper ring, ring of fire and thunder. Well, let me just... Well, let's just edit it ourselves now. So that comes off, that goes on. They stay on, and then that. Yeah. Then do we want it into? Do we want the electrify chance, or actually, yeah, it might actually be better to have the base crit chance. Yeah, I wanted to test that out to see what we could achieve with it. We can just do Forgotten Rider, but I'm going to go to the bathroom quickly, and then we'll try that. Alright. So basically what I wanted to try was the sorceress, but I wanted to try her with maximum lightning damage, like the lightning potential. I don't know whether it's better to have the crit chance, because I feel like the crit chance will do more than the electrify. So that's the way I'm kind of thinking about that. Transfixion. Okay, base movement speed. We'll take the movement speed because, yeah, well. With those gloves on, I actually think my summoner nearly does more than this class. Is interesting. Crit chance. Because I decided to add the base crit chance ring instead of adding the electrify ring. Because I actually think that the base crit chance will probably work out as more damage. I think, anyway. Sure. Crit chance main. Oh, damage and crit damage. There we go. I'll take that instead for now. Base, +1 pierce, or 10% damage. We'll take the pierce for now. Because we just had the damage. And pierce is important because this allows it to chain more damage. So this is definitely my favourite class, I think. Well, I don't know. I like the summoner, to be honest. The summoner's kind of nuts, but the only thing with it, you know, it's like I don't like its boss damage, but I do like the class itself for the screen clearing. It's kind of crazy. Crit chance, I'll take the damage this time. Fragile, we'll take the crit chance. Right. Play for 666 minutes. Go this way. Movement speed, block strength. Take that plus base health. %10 damage. Attack speed. Regen movement speed. We'll take fragile chance for transfixion to be better. Damage, crit damage, the main weapon. Oh, got them fucking quick feet, baby. Right, base crit chance. %10 base attack speed. Block strength +1 pierce. Crit damage, 10% damage, or I'll take additional attacks this time. Because additional attacks will be handy. And some needles. False blessing, crit chance, crit damage. For that. Yep. Let's go down here, start getting more scrolls. Base health, crit damage, yeah. It'll work a lot better on this class because we're taking crit chance and crit damage. It still did a lot on that one. It still did over 6 million damage. But it'll do better. If we get it. That's if we get it. I'm not exactly just... Yeah, I mean, I'll look for it, but... Yeah, no. And so satisfying. Attack speed, +1 piercing and range. I will take the piercing and range. You don't kill as much as you do with the Warlock, but yeah. I'm saying 6% damage. Oh, just take the +6 damage. It's nothing crazy, but yeah. More damage is never a bad thing. No pussy. Effect on hit chance, take attack speed here. Ow. Phantom Rift Needles could still hit. They will, yeah. Take that. That's the piercing side of it. It just doesn't split yet. Crit chance. Yep, take that. 10% for main. We're critting quite a bit already with our main weapon. Which is good. Crits quit, supply, electrify. I'll take that. I wanted the other one, but this one's strong. Because whenever we're critting now, we're guaranteed to apply electrify to a target. Which is just more damage, really. It's just going to keep ticking for more, so... effect on hit chance, base damage, and 10% range. Yeah. Cool. Block, crit damage, yeah. Oh, we've got electrify on him as well. We should really start making our way up because he's not going anywhere. He'll just follow us around up there. So movement speed, base health, yeah. That was a good hit on him. That did a lot. Piercing, movement speed, piercing. No. Level 31, that's not too bad. Take that, Mitch. Alright. Another potion. Not complaining. 3 potions. Yeah, there we go. And he's down. Okay, we got the shroud thing. The echo band will just take whatever, and none of that we're using, so. Attack speed for the Phantom Needles. We've got a mini magnet. Not a bad thing. Crit damage, yeah. 10% damage, yeah. Additional attacks, yeah. Range, crit chance, crit damage for transfixion, sure. Attack speed, or crit chance and attack speed this time. Well, we need more attack speed, so yeah. We do get quite a lot coming from the crown though, so yeah. Range, base health, we'll take the range. Yeah. By affliction in the anything in the opposite direction. Yep. All right. Base crit chance. Yep. We have a lot of crits right now, man. We have the magnet. Attack speed for transfixion. 20% additional attacks. Yep. Movement speed, 25% damage, crit damage, obviously. Take that for the main weapon. Range. Nice, there we go. Love that shit. Man, we are critting a lot on this class right now. A lot of our hits are being crits right now. It's a good sign. 20% damage for needles. Yep. Take that. Gotta keep making our way up so we can get another... What's it called? Fucking thingy here. With a scroll. Do the fragile chance and stuff. These are the heavy hitters, man. These are the big boys. Right. Movement speed or base defense. Oh man. Golem, Radiant Aura. Yep. %10 damage. We didn't get it. But if we get any more, we can still try. Now we can get another bottle thing. Head back down to the well. A 20% damage to needles, that's fine. Aura radius and damage. Yep. We really should just focus everything on needle, to be honest, because it does by far the most. And then if we don't have needle, we go for something secondary after that. But needle just sort of goes number one, just because it does by far the most damage, so. Nice. 10% damage. Now here come the angels. What's up, losers? Could you imagine these in a Diablo 4 dungeon? Fucking just chasing you around. Every time you try and hit them, do 1 damage to them. That'd be fucking brutal, man. Alright. Base and range, yeah, we'll take that. Yeah, I don't think I'll be playing Diablo Season 1 at midnight. I don't know if it's a midnight release UK, but I'll just be playing it at a regular time. I'm not gonna go really gung-ho into the new season because, to be honest, after seeing what's in it, I mean, I think I'll just play it regularly. But it will be nice to have a game that I can consistently go to and just be like, do you know what? I'll play some Diablo. That's what I like. That's the one positive point I have about it, is I can sink time into it. It may not be the best game in the world, but I can sink time into it. And I'm going to be honest, it comes down to a situation that the games right now aren't exactly better. So if games aren't better than Diablo, even if people are complaining about Diablo, then technically that's the issue. Diablo isn't technically that bad of a game when you actually consider the fact that every game is somehow still worse, which is scary. Except the big boy upgrades, there we go. Find any purple boys, pick them up. 20% attack speed. Everything we do is for Needle. We just we worship Needle. Needle is love. Needle is life. Right. Got some good damage going on that dude. Oh, we skinny, so we just chunk through that. We just slip through it, baby. Yeah, that guy's fucking melted. Yeah, we got the Seal of Rebirth already, so yeah. Speed. Movement speed, effect on hit, chance, of course. Range. Block range. Block strength this time, I don't think. Aura, burn chance, additional flame walls ability. Yeah. Additional flame walls. There we go. I'm just curious how you'd actually get to level 100 on this, honestly. Because there's achievements for getting to level 100 with class, and now I don't know whether they're there in anticipation for higher levels, like, you know, because as we go up, you get more and more XP for getting kills on these mobs, so you get to a point where each map you move up to, the higher level you can achieve. I think the best level I've achieved on this is like 91 or 90 something with the Warlock, but that's the best I've done. I haven't been able to get to 100. And I'm not going to do it with this class either, so... You're going to need something that is you're going to need screen clearing, surely, like the best screen clearing. And it's not about just screen clearing, it's going to be a situation of screen clear, plus you need to pick up the magnets at the right time. to pick them up once you've got like a maximum amount of drop XP on the floor. Because if you have that, then obviously, yeah, you can go much further with a magnet. Because the magnet's picking up everything that drops on the floor when you pick the magnet up. It doesn't pick up everything on the floor if you're killing stuff whilst your magnet's active. Just what was already there. So you're going to need to kill a bunch of stuff on the floor and then pick that thing up. I also think it would be dependent on if you get mini magnet spawns from, what's it called as well? From crates, because you can get mini magnet spawns that do like a mini pickup range. And having something like that would be pretty crazy as well. So yeah, that's something definitely I'd be like, I don't know how you go about doing that. 20% damage for needles, yeah. Alright. Come on. There it is. Man, if we had the split right now, we'd be doing quite a bit more, but we didn't manage to get it in this run. You ain't going to get it every run because you need them both, and it's not easy to get. What's our base health? Our base health is low. I mean, the sorceress's damage is always... health is always low. That's the idea. Attack speed. Dragon's Breath. Oh, look at that juicy damage. Ooh, the juice. Call me Mr. Juice. That sounds very pedophilic. Alright, never mind. I don't fucking hell. That sounds weird. Oh, hi. Did we get it? Oh, we did. We got the Phantom Split. There it is. That's what we needed. Alright. Aura damage. Yep, that's what we needed. Phantom Split. I wonder if you can boost damage off these things. I bet you can. Can't boost XP, but I bet you could boost your numbers off those things if you wanted to. If you wanted to make it look like you're doing some ridiculous damage. Be a waste of time, but you know what I mean. Complete a run, just sit here doing this. Because they tick, so I bet that damage counts. Burn chance. Uh, 20% damage for needles. Yeah. Oh, we got the protection one. See you guys later. Alright, there we go. Now we're not going to get pinned in anymore. Sweet. Now we can just freely do whatever we want because we're literally behind the mechanic, so it no longer matters. Which is great for us. It's not like the game gets confused or anything. I mean, I think it's intended that if you can escape that mechanic so it doesn't crush you in. Another one doesn't spawn, I don't think, so pretty sure we're just here now. So I'm just glad it doesn't break the game or anything, being able to go past that. Because it just gives you unlimited freedom to go wherever you want, essentially. We'll take the transfixion speed, yeah, that's fine. Oh, that must have been a lot of XP. That's a lot of purpley boys. Range and area. Ooh, potion. Range. Oh, we'll take movement and health regen, sure. Crit chance, base crit, there you go, magnet. Want to get close enough to that movement speed. I don't feel like we need more movement speed. Range, aura damage, sure. %20 attack speed or 6 damage. Let's take the 6 damage out of curiosity to see if it just does more for it. Look, 10% base damage. Alright, let's just keep hogging all the XP, get as much as we can. Hydra spawned. The best I've done on this was with the Shield Maiden. I managed to kill this fucking thing before any of those guys even spawned. Before any of these, whatever they call Doctor Who looking fucking like Christian Virgin statues fucking spawned, man. I murdered this thing, like, because the fucking, that, it's just mental how strong the Shield Maiden is with crit damage. Like, we still did pretty well here, but it's nothing compared to that class with its crit damage. Because it has random hits it will do for like 10+K. It just annihilates everything. Let me through. Make a path. Hey, guys, you guys are hindering my XP rates. Die faster. Having to survive on scraps here. Come on. Almost leveled up. There it is. Right. Let's roll that. What are we getting then? Well, might as well take the movement speed then. Nothing better there, so. Damn, man. These are the beefy boys. Alright then, look at all these fuckers. Burn chance, aura radius. Sure. We got a couple bosses spawned. Oh, where's my cursor? Nearly lost it. Oh, what we got? Sacred Fit, Punitive Light. Hit that. Meteor. Now with the way that it ticks, we're going to be getting like Affliction, Fragile, stuff like that added to these mobs every time this is ticking, which is what we want. Just going to make us stronger, so. plus explosion, sure. Burn, explosion. Come on. Yum. Alright. We got a potion. Very nice. Crit or damage and charge speed. The charge speed is what we're looking for there. We've got 4 minutes left, so till boss. I'd be kind of curious how fast I can actually melt a boss with the Shield Maiden if I was using just all like crit damage and crit chance and stuff. I'd be curious. Damn, that was a nice fucking like pulse there, man, where we just murdered all them. Range, I'll take range, sure. Ow. We took a bit of damage, but we should be alright here. Ooh, more attack speed, nice. Block, base, movement speed, sure. Ah, fucking hell, we're going to be moving at the speed. We were like the Flash, bro. With this fucking class, if we keep attacking movement speed. I'm to speed across the arena in about fucking 0.0 seconds. Or radius and damage. We're at 91. We're not going to make it. I know we can't do it because I've done this before, and even with the summoner I can't make it, but just to get to whatever level I can. Maybe 92. Part way to 93 maybe. Seems achievable depending on how many mobs I kill. Especially if it drops purple stones, yeah, I mean, we can get quite a bit of XP from that. Alright. Nice, burn chance, sure. Oh, we got some fucking friends here now. Backing up on us. Maybe 93, maybe. It's hard to say, because it really depends how fast we can kill stuff. I feel like we're doing pretty well, but yeah. That's what it inevitably comes down to. Is our kill time. Yeah, I think we got 93. Don't think we got 94 though. Yeah, we got 93. That's not bad. I don't think we do anything when I don't think we get there with 94. Unless we got a magnet. If we got a magnet we'd get 94. But without a magnet, I don't know about that one. There's a lot of mobs, so... Oh, just 94. I'll take it. That's pretty good. I'm pretty sure that's my new highest. I think 94 is my new highest. 100%. But the only way you'd ever get higher before, yeah, anything is with a magnet. You'd need to get lucky. Right, there we go, boss here. So we got to about halfway through 94. We might be able to get 95 as well. If I just, yeah, ignore the boss and go for the XP. Because we have that much movement speed, I can just basically ignore the dude. Yeah, I reckon we could get like 90, 95 we got, yeah. Let's see. I don't think we got 96, but we got 95 there. Cool. Let's just keep going, see what we're like halfway. What we'd need is a magnet, I think, there. Start doing a bit of damage to him at least, yeah. And we're down to like gold XP now. We're not really getting purples that much, so there's a few chunks here. I want to see if I can squeeze out 96, maybe. If I keep pulling the boss, maybe. We're pretty damn close. Like, I think it might be doable. Do a bit of damage to him. He's below half, and we have barely have attacked him, so... Another cluster. Yeah, we've definitely got 96 in the bag. There you go. Yeah, but we don't have 97, I already know that. 96 is what we got to, so that's not bad. 4 levels off. That's pretty damn good, honestly. I'm not even going to bother trying for 97 because I already know that I ain't going to get that. But you know what? 96? That's pretty damn good for us, I would say. Look how much damage this did. Look at our damage. We were doing about 8,000 DPS every like 30 seconds, right? This was doing nearly 20,000. This did the Phantom Needles did more damage than my main DPS. I mean, so Transfixion nearly did it, but you see how it's doubled it. Yeah, Phantom Needles just fucking mental how good it is. I wanted to try the Shield Maiden and stack that. Yeah, no, we might have time actually. Let's see. Well, here's the thing: is I don't use fire damage or lightning damage for that, so we could refund a couple of these and get some more XP. Like, maybe keep that and then take the rest, and then have. We got damage over attack speed. We got that. Duration of attacks and abilities. Yeah. And then we would have what would we have then, really? Well, attack range. And that'd honestly be it, to be fair. Maybe movement speed. I mean, and then maybe we take fire damage twice because fire damage is actually quite good. Because there's quite a few abilities that require it. And then this one we have Echo Band and Copper Ring. I would like to run the crit ring on this as well, but the Echo Band is better. So I'll do a run. I might as well do we'll finish off. We'll do one more run, but we'll do it with this, and then we'll finish off and call it there. Let's see. We didn't get Phantom Needles that time. We have Radiant Aura to start. Movement speed, base health. Yeah. Attack speed. Range, base defense, block strength, range. Crit damage. So how this works is basically everything we see crit, we take, no matter what. If the crit's there, we take it over everything. We don't take anything else but crit stuff, like crit chance, crit damage, that's it. Right, any crit damage? No. Or crit chance, either one. For now, I'd rather take crit chance over crit damage because obviously I don't have a... I've got a booster on for crit damage, but I don't have one for crit chance itself, so... Attack speed, yep, that's fine because there's nothing else. Movement speed, base health and block strength. Take that, yeah. Crit damage, yep. That's it. Okay. 10% damage. No crit chance. Pick up base health. Yeah, okay. Let's just say base health then. We already have a lot of base health, so I don't think we need any more. We've got a little item here we can pick up. Take it back with us. Crit damage and damage. This is what we take then, because it's got crit damage. Okay, and nothing actually useful, so we'll just take that. Okay, movement, regen. We'll take movement speed then, since we are a little bit slow. Base health, attack speed and damage, yep. I can't believe we've not had one crit chance yet. I'm quite surprised, actually, because normally you get crit chance pretty often. But, hey, game's the game, man. So, let's see, movement speed, we'll take this. Start collecting and harvesting. Because we've got decent crit damage off the rip because of that ring. Crit damage. No crit chance though, but just crit damage at the minute. So if we do ever hit a crit, I mean, we're at 1800 already and we're level 17, so it's fine if we take damage on this class. This class fucking is an absolute tank, literally. So it doesn't really... We don't have to avoid all damage on this class, so this class is an... There's literal achievements to actually tank a certain amount of damage on this class, so... Nope, nothing. Crit chance. There we go. Already looking better. Okay, move base crit chance. There we go. So we will start getting it eventually. Transfixion, phantom needles. Is it stronger? Take this fucking thing. And the thing with phantom needles, as far as I'm aware, it works with echo, I'm pretty sure. A lot of this stuff seems to work with echo, because as long as your main attack is a physical attack, it seems like the aura skills seem to proc it as well. Or can, anyway. But it's only a 20% chance, so it doesn't proc very often, but it's a good ring. Okay, base crit chance, that's what we're taking. Right. See, we're definitely going to be sacrificing in areas because we're always taking crit, but that's the point of it. That's pretty much the whole point of this whole thing, is that you just take crit to see what happens, to see if it ends up being better or not, even though it's just crit. We'll still get other stats in other areas whenever there's not a crit thing popping up, so. Attack speed or an additional attacks? Probably take the attack speed, honestly. Because the attack speed guarantees an attack, whereas the additional hit one is only a 10% chance per hit to maybe do another hit. So, 10% damage or 20% attack speed. I'm going to take 20% attack speed, actually, for the Phantom Needles, because the Phantom Needles are strong. Should I go further down here? Right. What do we have? Punitive Light? That's what we need. %20 damage or 10... I'm not taking everything for Phantom Needles, but, you know... Crit's the only thing that I would say supersedes it, so... He's doing a bit of a weird animation right now. Multi-hit. We will take multi-hit now. What's this one? The one retrieve ball allows the equipment to increase the amount available. Oh, okay. This is a different version of it. Okay. Got the horsey boy. He's spawned in now. Base strength. Piercing. We'll take 10% damage. Alright. Crit damage bonus. Yep. That's how we roll these days. Crit chance over everything. Oh, I'm standing in the wrong place. Genius. Ooh. Attack speed. Attack speed. We'll take attack speed in general, because that will still give us 8% towards the needles, but then we get it on everything. So. Pick up range, 10% damage. We'll take that because there's block strength as well. Actually, I should have took the 10% damage overall, right? Because that would have been 10% for everything. That was silly. Oh well. It's not the end of the world. Come here. Stop being a bitch. He just runs off. A few hits in on him. Fuck off that horse, son. Trail of fire, trail of goo. Cool. Oh, they're as if they still go off. Okay then, bro. This dude's dead, and his fucking move's still going. Base health, 10% damage. Crit chance. That will do range, actually. Range is kind of handy. Because this class is a physical, so... more range actually isn't a bad thing. Alright, let's go get some more scrolls, baby. Oh, we got a friend. Hi, friend. Oh, that's a 4K crit. Oh, you are not looking too hot there, friend. And he's gone Phantom Split. Very, very nice. There we go. That's the start of a beautiful relationship right there. Now we just need piercing. Base +1 piercing. I actually will take that for this, yeah. Probably cool it a little bit. Base movement speed. We'll just take base health, honestly. Come over here, Mr. Gargoyle. Oh, come here. 10% damage. Everything. Nice. Do 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 do. How are we doing? We're level 38. We ain't doing too bad. Wow. Crit chance, multi-hit. Yep. $831 health. Always nice. We got the magnet. +1 piercing to everything. Yep. 40%, 3% base. Yep. Pick up damage, melee. Yep. Naturally. Range, damage to phantom needles. Ooh. Our attack speed's not too speedy at the minute. That's one thing, our attack speed is quite low. We really haven't had many attack speed things, so... This has been a pretty, how do I say that, a low tier run, I would say. It's really not given us too much stuff to work with, but that's okay. Makes it a little bit different. Oh, go down. Okay, we got Ring Blade. We'll take Ring Blades then. Defense, attack speed, and damage. There we go. So now we'll be a bit faster. There we go. Just when we needed it. Perfect stuff. Now we just got to go over here and go and get this other scroll. What we got? Pickup range. I'll tell you what, we have not been lucky with crits right now. Rerolls. Right, I want to get rid of regen completely because I just don't need it. I don't want the regen thing. It takes up space. So now, anytime we would get regen, it will be something else, which is nice. Base health, aura damage, pickup range. Honestly, I don't even need base health anymore. I've got enough health, so I'm going to take health away as well. Because I don't even need the health. I don't think it should take away your level up to do that, though. Like, you should still get the skill. Crit chance multiplier. Well, we'll take that then. Movement speed, damage, piercing. Base, attack speed. Oh, a golden slime. Come here, bud. No. Come here. There we go. Nice. That's convenient. I want to get these boxes. I don't want to miss them. Yeah. They didn't have nothing special in them, but still. Base health, pickup range, damage, crit chance. Didn't I literally just... Oh no, I eliminated base health, not its own, but... Sure. That wasn't really that good either, honestly, that roll. I think it'd be hard to get to level 100 with this class because the thing is it does like heavy hits, but it doesn't attack that quickly. I guess it does technically depend upon though how lucky you are with the rolls, and we've been pretty unlucky with our rolls. So that's how it goes, though, man. Yep, there we go. Phantom Rift. There we go. So now we've got the piercing to go with the needles when they split as well. So that should start doing a bit more now. Base health, crit chance, cone size. Yeah, sure, why not? Don't think the rings are that bad. I think we've still got the frozen guy, blade size, damage and cone size, sure. Because we really haven't been very lucky even with, what's it called either, with crit chance or anything. Normally we get more crit chance in this. But just ain't been lucky with it. Might as well go crack these open. I don't see any reason to ignore them. There's a magnet down there. Should go back to as well. Base defense, base health, movement speed, block, sure. Invocator's Grasp, we have that already. Yeah, when you hit a burning enemy with a physical attack, the enemy will spark fire damage. This could be good. Like sparking tips and then have the fire damage ring, but then we'd have to drop one of these, that's the only thing. Yeah, we would have to drop, we'd have to drop that, and I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth dropping the crit damage ring because it's 40% for base. So you're hitting for quite a bit more because of that. Crit chance. Hello, my old friend. Phantom needles annihilating you again. 10% damage. Lovely stuff. I love me some 10% damage. Range, movement speed, base crit damage, sure. Keep going with the Phantom Needles, man. Keep giving it more damage. Just feed that bitch. Oh yeah, there's a magnet down here, wasn't there? Yeah, let me start heading down this way. Range, pickup, crit chance. Oh, we'll take the range. Range is a good thing. Oh, there's two magnets. Well, we'll get the one at the top first because we might be closer to that. Let's go get the one at the top first, and then we can get the one at the bottom after. Cool. Area and cone size. Crit chance, movements with damage, cone size. This is one of my favourite. When you've got the Phantom Needles going, you just get so much XP from this because you're just able to melt these guys. Look, they just disappear, bro. They just evaporate. This is a great time. Nice, it'd give me something decent though. All look, he's giving me is ring blades. But hey, no need to be greedy. Oh man. Attack speed, cones. Yeah, we'll take the attack speed then, I think. Hi guys. See you chilling down here. Yeah, I should really start making my way down soon. Piercing and range. Naturally. I don't know if we need the piercing and range for this because now we have that thing that it will pierce if it can. We got another mini magnet. Perfectly timed. Okay, crit chance, cone size. Yeah, it didn't do too much. Only grabbed that. It is a mini magnet though, I'm pretty sure. There's those ones the way you get them out of those because they're not the same as the big magnets. They don't do as much. Base health, crit, yeah, sure. Oh, look at us go, baby. Go, Phantom Needles. Movement speed. Yeah, well, fuck it. Let's just take base health. Why not? I mean, why not have more health? I don't need it, but hey. There's nothing else on there that's really any good, so... Take that. I'm going to head down to the magnet. Base, attack speed, cone size, crit chance, cone size. Okay. There's the magnet. Grab that. Movement speed, aura damage, aura charge speed. Transfixion. Yeah, sure. No complaints here. All that does is just give me more damage, so... we could actually take that bottle, couldn't we? We was thinking about taking it because it's a different bottle. Oh, slime. And he's dead. Didn't even have to have my hand on my mouse. Okay. Right. Let's see. Aura damage, aura charge speed. Yep. It's more the charge speed than the damage. Just having that ticking more often is just more damage, so... Base crit damage, yep, obviously. We just take anything for Phantom Needles at this point. I still can't believe Phantom Needles actually out-damaged my main DPS source on my Sorceress last run. It was by a lot as well. Yeah, that shit's mental. I mean, it nearly out-damaged it on the Warlock, and that Warlock does a lot of single target main weapon damage because it literally just spams the ghosts everywhere, and the ghosts track the fucking enemies as well. You don't even have to do anything. These guys will drop a lot of XP there. They are beefers though, man. Fragile chance and affliction chance, sure. I think that will help with these guys, so having that chance to proc on them. Damage, cone size. Bird size damage and cone size, there you go. Alright. Get stuck in. Okay. What should we take? Probably this one. Okay. How long we got? 9 minutes. The Hydra spawns at around 7, I think. Yeah, the last time, I don't think I'll get done this time, but last time I had a pretty decent run with this, and the Hydra died before any of the, like, Shrine Maiden things that just come at you and just fuck you up. The little statues, the Maiden statues, whatever they're called. Those, yeah, I killed that fucking thing before they even spawned. They still ended up spawning, surprisingly. I actually didn't think they would spawn because I murdered it that quickly. Ooh, unlucky. Effect on hit chance, yep. More chance to proc that stuff is, yeah, necessary. I don't know if... Oh, there's the Hydra. He spawned a little early. He spawned 8, actually. We'll see what we can do to him anyway. Well, he's below half. Oh, he's going to die. Yep, he's dead again before the Maidens even spawned. There you go. He's just gone. Grants 3 defense for 5 seconds after taking damage. I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but yeah, I mean, it's not... I mean, you have to take damage, so it's not... You don't really want to be taking damage to get the defense. Because why would you want to lose the health? You know what I mean? It's like, eh. I mean, I do have a... there is a thing for taking damage in this run, so... Oh, it's interesting. So if we're looking at them, we can basically just walk through them. Yeah, there's a thing for taking damage with this class where you're supposed to take so much damage to your shield and shit. Well, we could take a bit of damage. I don't want to take a lot, but we could technically take a bit here and there and then build it back up. There we go, take a bit of damage. Attack speed, base have 40% on crit chance. So every time that crits, yeah, has a 40% chance. That actually would be quite good because we've been stacking crit chance and damage as much as we can, so that would work. Okay, attack speed. Maybe the damage would have been better, but either way, it's not a big deal. Man, once we get rid of these, what's it called? These statues, because they slow you down so much. When it comes to not just getting kills in general, to be honest. They're really annoying. So that stays in Crippling Blade, sure. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. There we go. Meteor, sure. Explosion area. That will help add up. So. To be honest, I think it definitely might be doable because I was able to kill faster at the start with the Warlock, and I'm wondering if it might theoretically be possible to get to 100 with the Warlock on this way that it is. Because I managed to get pretty close with the Sorcerer. I got to 96 with the Sorcerer. So, I'm just thinking, you've got to, because the Warlock not stronger necessarily, but it does more screen clearing, and it actually does, it puts out, I think it puts out maybe less damage potentially overall, but the main attack puts out more damage. So early on, you'd be able to get more XP faster than the Sorceress, which is interesting. Magnet. Because we got to 87. I think if there was a fourth map that was scaled the same way, but you was getting more XP, I think we could do it with every class. Because they get to pretty much like 90 nearly. And this class has had a bad run and it's still at 88 right now. And it's not had a good run. It's not had a lot of the right rolls. Because obviously, you know, you're rolling, sometimes you don't get what you want. I mean, it's had the Phantom Needles, which has helped it a lot. Without Phantom Needles, it'd be way, way slower. So the Phantom Needles is doing a lot of the heavy lifting damage-wise, so I think anyway. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes, but yeah. Kill 50,000 wraiths, oh nice. There we go. That's a pretty big challenge, that one. Alright. Mm, 20% damage, sure. When now the meteors there, I think the fire will still work because the meteor counts fire likely. So we hit the benchmark at 90 and we still have a couple minutes, so we may get a couple more levels depending on how many ads spawn, obviously. $91. I reckon we can get 92. I don't think 93 is probably on the table though, because we're not killing stuff crazy quick. We've only got about 15,000 kills. Yeah. Man, that fucking wall is staggered quite a lot. Don't know what's happened to it. It's kind of been messed up. Probably just walk through it. Yeah, I was gonna say we probably just walk straight through it at this point. There's a magnet back here, so. Oh, an itch. Nice. Fire. Attack speed. 94. Not bad, honestly. We nearly catch up to the Sorceress. I mean, we've had a couple extra magnets the Sorceress didn't get, so that a lot of that will be down to why. And look at the size of those blades, man. Damn. Yeah. That's pretty much what it comes down to, is we've had quite a few things with what the sorceress just hasn't had with the magnets. But I think you need to save the magnets for a ridiculous amount of XP pool, basically, within an area near the magnet. So basically, go near a magnet, not right on top of it, and then just kill for like fucking 10 minutes. And then pull a magnet. And you'll probably clear it. But the boss is about to spawn, but we got to 96. Actually, technically, we might actually be able to get higher. Because we're 96 now, and I reckon we could probably farm to 97. Well, there's a mob in here, what the fuck? That's weird. I reckon we could possibly farm to 97 if I went over and, yeah, tried to go and find it, but... depends, yeah. Wonder if I can go find any XP. Is it all despawned at this point? Is it already gone? Yeah, it looks like it's already gone. We're not going to get any higher then. A little bit unfortunate there. Not a big deal though. I think the boss not spawned. If we'd have got a better run, we got to 96. If we'd have got a good run with this, it's possible that we would have got near 100. But 96 still our limit there. No, let's see our stats. So, the Echo Band did 3 mil. We did 1.9. So our actual damage, right, combined that with the shield, is only about 5,200. Right, then the Echo Band does about 10,000. Right. Phantom Needle, 10 million damage. Seems accurate. Yeah. 10 million damage. With Phantom Needle, as you can see, just busted, and then Transfixion didn't do that much. We got it very late on, so. But the fact that this did 10 million, just yeah, that like I say, that just does most of the heavy lifting. That Phantom Needle, man, like getting the bonuses is just disgusting. Yeah, it's really gross, man. So. Is there anything? Well, there's these bottles. I'll probably pick these up, but the rest of these, but this is 10k. But shadows near you that damage increase your block strength. I mean, that's just not really worth it over the bloodstained shirt. The bloodstained shirt's too strong. Right. Well, I'm gonna call it there for now. But we did manage to complete our challenge, which pretty much solidifies where we are with this game at the minute. I don't think I'll post any more on Halls of Torment after this until more content comes out. I will keep it around because it's genuinely a very enjoyable game to play. And I presume they'll add a lot more stuff to it because it's pixel based, so it's not very not necessarily time intensive, but there's a lot less bugs that you would have to deal with because it's pixel based. So we'll see. But yeah, so tomorrow we'll be playing Diablo, starting off season 1. Seeing how bad everything is. We're probably not going to have much of a build. Maybe we might, because the patch for the patch is already technically out now. It's just that the Malignant Hearts are not out right now for season 1, so there may already be season 1 necro builds. So we'll likely just be following along one of those. So yeah, I think that pretty much sums everything up. And then likely I'll be playing Diablo all day tomorrow. Likely it'll be a day and night stream for Diablo. because it takes quite a bit of time to put in to get your build going and stuff, and we've got to clear all the cathedrals again and rebuild our class like 45 times just to get to the end game. So, well, you get it. So I'll be back